This is my favorite news story all week, maybe all month. You know, there's a debate raging at the Daily Wire. This debate is over the existence of aliens. On the one side, on the incorrect side, you have Matt Walsh. You have Matt Walsh and all the libs who believe in E.T., little green men. It's very hard for me to see my friend Matt, who is generally a wise person. His head is basically screwed on straight, and he's so wrong about this. And then on the other correct side of the debate, you have me and all of the conservatives and the people with proper judgment who recognize that that aliens are totally fake. That was a slip, because what people say are aliens are almost certainly demons, though that's a secondary aspect of the debate, which we can get to later. This news story today that's so important for this national conversation we're having comes from Elon Musk, who happens to agree with me.
A lot of people ask me, where are the aliens? And I think if anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me.
I would think.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with space stuff. And I've seen no evidence of aliens. I'm not saying that we are unique. I'm simply stating, to the best of my knowledge, that there is no evidence for other conscious life. I hope there is, and I hope they're peaceful, obviously, two important characteristics. But I'm just saying we haven't seen anything yet. So
There's no evidence. No, I love this, because Elon, he's right. If anybody on Earth would know about aliens, it would be this guy. My only hesitation, actually, at celebrating that he's on my side of the alien debate is that Elon Musk is so impressive and eccentric. Some have suggested he might be an alien himself. And if he were an alien, then denying the existence of aliens is exactly the sort of thing you would expect an alien to say. So that's my only little caveat here. But generally speaking, I think that Elon Musk is a human being. I think he's very, very intelligent. I think he has a unique expertise on outer space. And I'm glad that he agrees with yours truly on the matter of aliens. The thing that gets me about the alien people is that, and I'm not talking about a hybrid of humans and E.T., I'm talking about the people who really believe in aliens. They always go back to this ridiculous argument. They say, well, the universe is so big, it's just probable that there are other life forms out there. It's so big, it's just statistically probable that isn't true. That represents a fundamental misunderstanding of probability and statistics. Because in order to know the probability, the statistical likelihood of something, we have to know something about the thing that we're talking about. We have to know something about the thing whose likelihood we're trying to predict. And when it comes to the origin of life, we don't. I mean, we do in the sense that God created Adam, and then out of his rib, he created Eve. I think that's probably the most accurate description of how life begins that we can find. And I'm sure some dork scientist in a lab coat is going to say, well, actually, it was 7 zillion years ago. There was this interaction of this chemical with this other chemical. And that may or may not have some scientific validity, but it's just not a precise and accurate way to describe it. But furthermore, we don't have any working scientific theory of the origin of life. The scientists with the lab coats have no clue whatsoever. So if you don't know even the basic aspect of the thing for which you're trying to determine probability and statistical likelihood, then you've got nowhere to go. The universe could be 1,000 times larger than we estimate that it is. There is still not one shred of evidence. There's not one single reason to believe that there is any additional life beyond our Earth. Say, well, do you think that we're unique? Yeah, why not? There's a lot more evidence that we're unique than evidence that we're not unique. Thank you, Elon. Thank you, Elon, for proving my point. Right now, go to puretalk.com, enter promo code Knowles. We all know about the big wireless companies out there. They lock you into these horrendous contracts, and if you try to get out of them early, they tack on outrageous charges. That is why I made the switch to Pure Talk. Wireless, where there are no hidden fees, no contracts, and no hassle. Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team has helped so many people make the switch in as little as 10 minutes. You are even able to keep your phone number. Pure Talk has a range of affordable plans to choose from. You can find the perfect option for your needs. Unlimited talk, text, plenty of data, just $30 a month. Their 5G service is super fast, consistent, does not drop calls. You can get the same coverage you're used to at half the rate that you're currently paying. Pure Talk saves the average family over $900 per year. Not only will you save money, but you will also get the satisfaction of knowing you're supporting a great American company. The CEO and chairman of Pure Talk is a U.S. military veteran. When you become a Pure Talk customer, you are given the option to support America's Warrior Partnership, which is an organization that works to prevent veteran suicide. Go to puretalk.com, enter promo code Knowles, save 50% off your first month. puretalk.com, promo code Knowles. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless. Speaking of aliens, we'll turn away from the aliens on Mars for a second and turn toward the aliens in Guadalajara. President Trump has just announced that he will use the military to crush the Mexican drug cartels.
Fentanyl, heroin, meth, and other lethal drugs are pouring across our wide-open border, stealing hundreds of thousands of beautiful American lives, and it's happening like never before in our history. Children are being left without parents, families are being ripped apart, communities are being decimated. Our neighbors and fellow citizens are having their entire worlds destroyed like nobody thought possible. Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10.
President Trump goes on. He's been making a number of these policy videos. It used to be that a campaign would release a 50-page paper on here's my policy on this or that, but we live in an age that is much more multimedia, and we have far shorter attention spans now. So I like these 5-minute President Trump policy videos. What he highlights here is a correction to the way that conservatives think about foreign policy. The way that foreign policy debates are presented very often is a debate between interventionism and isolationism. And what's curious about that representation is that it splits the conservatives. Because a lot of conservatives think, why am I spending $100 billion potentially sending American troops into Ukraine and maybe throwing us into World War III? Why would I do that? Let's just focus on our own borders. But then there are other Republicans who will say, well, why are we letting some two-bit strongman push us around? We're the United States of America. We are the world police, and we're gonna go in, maybe not build nations, but we're gonna go in and assert our strength and our interests. So which is it? What's the conservative answer? Just looking at ourselves and being cowardly, that doesn't seem conservative. But then going around and spreading some Wilsonian project of creating democracies everywhere and raising the pride flag in Kandahar, that doesn't seem very conservative either. The debate is not between isolation and intervention. The debate is over what kind of intervention are we going to have. The idea that we're going to go spend $1 zillion to raise a pride flag in Kabul is crazy, especially when you consider that we're told we're not allowed to use our military force to stop the actual invasion run by some of the worst criminal organizations on the face of the earth that's going on at our southern border right now, which has a much more direct effect on our political order. The idea that we're going to send hundreds of billions of dollars of weapons and potentially some of our own young men to go fight a war in Ukraine, a territorial dispute that's been going on for a long time, when we're not going to take care of a territorial dispute on our own southern border, that seems crazy to a lot of people. It's just as in the debate over free speech. The debate over free speech is not between free speech on the one hand and censorship on the other. It's a debate over what standards, what taboos, what norms are we going to have. The same thing is true here. Foreign policy debate is not a debate between intervention and isolation. It's where are we going to intervene and for what purpose? Hey, smash that button. Am I a cool, hip Zoomer YouTuber yet? I don't know, but you do have to subscribe. You got to ring that bell, hit that button, because we have a lot of great content that is coming out here on YouTube. So go check all of that out. Get the show every day. We'll see you later.